Nebraska Public Media Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is live from Connie Claussen Field in Omaha for the 2023 NSAA Softball Championships. And our second title tilt of the day is in Class B as the number one Blair Bears at 33-4 take on the defending state champion Northwest Vikings. And hello again, everyone. I'm Larry Putney along with Peaches James. Great to have you with us for our second championship game of the day. Northwestern, the defending state champs, but Peaches, they may be the underdog in this one, a team in Blair that has a terrific offense.
Absolutely. In their 3 games in Hastings, the Bear racked up 31 runs while only giving up 2. Callie Ullman being one of those tough hitters, hitting over 500, and she's a stud out on the mound as well.
There are a couple studs out of the mound that are going to be here tonight, right? All right, let's take a look at the entire schedule for today in Class C. Ashland Greenwood won its first ever state softball championship, knocking off Bishop Newman. That started at 1 o'clock today. The 3:30 game is the one coming up next. It's Blair and Northwest, and then we'll close it out tonight at 6 o'clock in Class A. Papillion La Vista will battle for another state championship against Millard North. This is where they come from, Grand Island Northwest, the quick trip up I-80. How did they get here? Well, Blair knocked off Roncalli, knocked off Hastings, beat Beatrice to make it through bracket 1. They swept through it, as you said, 31-2, outscoring their opponents. And then on the other bracket, Northwest made it. The Scotts Bluff knocked off Northwest in that first game, and Coach said that might have been a key win. It refocused them. They went down to the losers bracket, but were able to work their way back with wins over Waverly, a 6-3 win over Hastings. They knocked off Elkhorn North twice, 17-7 in a 4-inning game to make it to this championship. Time now to meet the third member of our crew. Let's go down on the field to Anna Bellinghausen.
Well, Larry, you're absolutely right. Northwest may be the defending champs, but they actually come in today as the underdog. So from last season, the Vikings lost 4 seniors that started, so they kind of had to field a brand new team, especially in that infield. I talked to Coach about it, and he said he loves being the underdog, and he thinks it'll serve them very well today.
Get this championship underway, and for that we head to our public address announcer. Here's Heath Kramer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Connie Claussen Field on the campus of the University of Nebraska, Omaha, and the 2023 Nebraska School Activities Association State Softball Championship Finals. The NSAA thanks our premier corporate partners, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association, and Ortho Nebraska. We have a ceremonial first pitch for today's Class B championship game. We welcome to the field Olivia Farrell. While at Elkhorn South, Olivia was a leader of the 2016 Class B state championship team. She was named a 3-time Super State honoree by both the Omaha World Herald and Lincoln Journal-Star. During the Storm State Championship campaign, Olivia posted a 17-3 record in the circle with a 1.30 ERA and 191 strikeouts. At the plate, she boasted a .404 batting average with 6 home runs. After high school, Olivia played 5 seasons with the Huskers, and during her senior season, helped guide Nebraska to their first Big Ten title in program history. After serving as a grad assistant this summer, Olivia was promoted to a full-time assistant coach for the Huskers. Throwing out our first pitch, let's welcome Olivia Farrell. In there for a strike. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, would you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with our national anthem. Here to perform the Star-Spangled Banner this afternoon are members of the Cornerstone Christian High School Choir: Holly Wilson, Sarah Mers, Morgan Bridges, Lily Ewing, Elijah Maas, Aiden Merriweather, Evan Kumar, and Jonah Lopez, under the direction of vocal music director Mark Lambert.
And you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Softball fans, it's Championship Monday. Our Class B championship game features the #1 seed with a record of 33-4, the Blair Bears. And the #2 seed with a record of 25-7 from Grand Island, the Northwest Vikings. It's time to meet the players and coaches for this Class B championship game. First for the Blair Bears. Leading off and playing right field, number 17, Brooke Janning. Hitting second, the second baseman, number 3, Leah Chance. Batting third, the shortstop, number 15, Nessa McMillan. In the cleanup spot, the pitcher, number 42, Callie Ulven. Batting fifth and playing center field, number 14, Sophia Rick. Hitting sixth, the DP, number 18, Bria Scott. Batting seventh and catching, number 4, Jocelyn Palicki. Hitting eighth and playing first base, number 23, Claire Mann. Batting ninth, the third baseman, number 24, Claire Anderson. And the left fielder's number 1, Greta Galbraith. The non-starters for the Bears, number 5, Audie Keeling. Number 6, Abby Leggett. Number 7, Hannah Houghton. Number 8, Lainey Brown. Number 13, JC Schuth. Number 16, Addison Warner. Number 21, Mia McLean. Number 22, Caitlin O'Neill. And number 33, Tatum Macklin. The assistant coaches for Blair, Crystal Macklin, Monica Molly, Rose Klein, Katie Christensen, Kirsten Peters, and Tori Vallada. And the head coach is Jennifer Fangmeyer. And now, the starting lineup for the Northwest Vikings. Leading off, the center fielder, number 3, Cameron Mings. Hitting second and playing left field, number 9, Kira Ray. Hitting third and catching, number 4, Reese Zobel. In the cleanup spot, the pitcher, number 17, Kylie Casperson. Hitting fifth, the shortstop, number 8, Jolie O'Hara. Hitting sixth, the DP, number 1, Becca Dinkelman. Hitting seventh and playing third base, number 18, Libby Lohman. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 10, Ava Smith. Hitting ninth, the right fielder, number 6, Lily Martinez. And the first baseman, number 26, Laken Dorsey. The non-starters for the Vikings, number 5, Maddie Cole. Number 11, Aubrey Oshifka. Number 13, Maya Kenny. Number 14, Harper Wissing. Number 16, Lizzie Walton. Number 19, Delana Hermish. Number 20, Callie Sundberg. Number 25, Jalissa Caldwell. Number 27, Emily Spees. And number 33, Alexis Glaze. The assistant coaches for Northwest, Natalie Staroska, Sarah Olson, and Bailey Bryant. And the head coach is Mitch Sad. The umpires for today's game: at third base, Lane Gatula; at second base, Rodney Jones; at first base, Dominic Consoli; and calling the balls and strikes today is Greg Morris. Now, let's play ball.
What a great view from overhead here at a packed Connie Claussen Field in Omaha. Class B state championship action coming your way on Nebraska Public Media.
Have you heard about FAFSA?
It's like a form you fill out.
Fill it out and you get money for college.
Easiest way to get money for college, hands down.
FAFSA.
It's a life hack.
It's your way in.
So you want to help me pay for college? I'm down.
Heck yeah.
Definitely.
How is this not trending on all the things?
It took me like 30 minutes to fill out.
So easy.
How much am I gonna get?
This is a hidden gem.
Fill out your FAFSA.
FAFSA.
Drink water, buckle up, fill out your FAFSA.
Wow, did we get a show here?
Wow, that was terrific. With the kill!
Dynamic swings, both teams, some big digs, pursuit of balls.
And a state championship for the Trojans.
Nebraska Public Media Sports presents NSAA State Volleyball Championships, Saturday, November 4th, starting at 9 a.m. Central and continuing throughout the day. Live streaming is available at the Nebraska Public Media website and on the Nebraska Public Media app.
Go! Coverage of the NSAA Softball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Constellation Energy, and Aurora Cooperative. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. From Connie Claussen Field here in Omaha, it's number 1 Blair, number 2 Northwest, the defending champs against the upstart Bears. And as we said off the top, Northwest probably the underdog in this one if you take a look at just the very difficult batting order, the lineup that the Blair Bears will put on the field. They can hit up and down the lineup. In fact, the top 4, as Peaches set off the top in that lineup, hitting better than 500. Brooke Janning will lead it off at 503. Leah Chance at 539, Nessa McMillan at 529, and look at Callie Olven, the junior, 587 with 12 home runs. It is a power-packed Blair offense. Let's take a look at the Vikings. Grand Island Northwest in the circle will be Kylie Casperson. Casperson, there's the scouting report on her, Peaches.
Callie does a great job. She has a curveball, drop ball, and a changeup. Throws that rise ball kind of at 3 different levels, and she has a deadly changeup that she can throw on any count.
Defensively, Ray Mings and Martinez in the outfield. Infield, Lohman, O'Hara, Smith, and Dorsey. And Zobel's behind the plate. Reese Zobel for the Vikings. We're ready to go here in Omaha. Class B State Championship on the line. The 33-4 Blair Bears up to bat to lead it off in the top half of the first. So Brooke Janning. Janning can do it all. She can slap, she can bunt, she can hit for power. Terrific leadoff hitter for these Bears. And there's a little off the end of the bat. Quick grab by Casperson to Dorsey for out number 1. fielding your position is so important, right, as a pitcher?
Definitely is, definitely. Many teams, they kind of underestimate the pitcher sometimes, thinking they can bunt there, hit there. Some pitchers struggle with throwing over the first base, so it's really important to kind of train yourself to be a good defensive player as well.
How are you?
Well, you know, it's all right.
Just the best. Here's another look at it. It's kind of off the end of the bat. Good backhand in time. Called strike there. Check that it's a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. So there is Casperson in the circle for the Vikings.
Casperson has really stepped it up this year. You know, she had some big shoes to fill coming from the Super State pitcher that they had on the team, Ava Laurent, but she's really done a great job for the Vikings this year.
Yeah, Ava led them to a state title last year. She was, as you said, a Super State, so in any class, Laurent was among the best. And here is Casperson stepping into that role. Issues a 1-out walk here in the top of the first, and that will bring up Nessa McMillan. McMillan, 13 doubles, 3 triples, and wastes no time in pounding that down the line. Rounding third, Brooke Janning will be waved around, and in is Leah Chance. That's Leah Chance who scores on the double from Nessa McMillan, and the Bears are on the board right away.
And McMillan just rips it down the left field line. Just smashes it.
So the walk comes back to haunt as McMillan with a 1-out RBI double. So now here's Callie Olven. We're going to talk about putting a charge into a ball. Olven can do it. She has remarkable numbers, lifts that high into the air. Lily Martinez near the line will pull it in. Tagging at second is Nessa McMillan, and she goes to third base. So 2 down, 1 in, and a runner at third with 2 outs.
Great heads up running there by McMillan, tagging, getting a third on the catch.
Brings up Sophia Rick, the senior. That will be a common theme with Blair in the lineup. They have, in the starting 9, 8 seniors.
That is huge. Having 8 seniors, got a lot of leadership on your team there.
Total of 9 seniors graduating, 10 if you include the manager, who's a former player who had a knee injury. All 10 of those will continue their education at the next level. 7 playing softball, 2 in track. It's a athletic Blair Bear squad.
Definitely.
Called strike to Rick. Ball's behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes from Casperson. Two. Wastes 1 away. Nessa McMillan down at third. In the dirt, loads them up. 3-2 the count.
There's that change up there that Casperson likes to throw. Just a tad low.
3-2 to Rick, upstairs, and draws the second walk of the first inning for the Bears. Well, if you're Kylie Casperson of Northwest, you need to stop the damage now. You don't want a 1-run first inning to get away with you with 2 outs and an opportunity here to get out of the inning. That's going to bring up Bria Scott now.
Absolutely. She did a great job there of getting ahead in the count. That's what she wants to do. Stay ahead of these hitters. They're aggressive. She wants to keep that ball on those corners, keeping the ball low. Help her team get out this inning.
Runners at first and third. Rick at first, McMillan at third. Here is Scott. That's down low. Slides away and scooting back quickly is McMillan. Good read as did not get too far away from Zobel.
Drop ball just a little into the dirt there. Good job by the catcher.
Scott lifts out of the infield. It's going to take a hop. Not in time at first. That'll score another run. McMillan is in there. Had some backspin on it. Difficult for that infield to handle. Ava Smith tried to get it. And a little late to second.
Almost bobbled it just a little bit. She may have had a chance there to get the runner out at second, but she just didn't get her hand on it and tried to get the runner out at first.
Two already in here in the first for Blair. You know, you mentioned in the first 3 games out in Hastings, they were dominant, outscoring opponents 32-3.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, only giving up. Yeah, scoring 31 runs, and I think only giving up 2 runs. So they're just smashing. And the thing is, those 31 runs were scored in, I don't think they went 7 innings in any of their games. So they had a 3-inning game and 2 5-inning games, I believe. So just a great hitting team.
Jocelyn Policki at the plate now. Policki, another senior, 329. She's the catcher. Hit her in the box for a foul ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runners at first and second. Down low, 3-1.
Blair doing a great job staying off that changeup. Casperson's keeping it low, which she wants to do, but the Bears are just not getting fooled by it quite yet.
Policki bounces that foul. Rick and Scott will retreat. Full count now to Jocelyn Policki. Casperson deals, swings through and got the strikeout. First strikeout for Casperson. Could not have come at a better time for GI Northwest. But not before the Bears put a couple on the board. McMillan rips a 1 RBI double to make it 2-0 in the top of the first.
Root for your home team and be there for all the excitement. NSAAHome.org has all of your high school sport and activity championship ticket information.
My people in the Buffalo have a shared history together.
They were put on this earth to help us survive.
This is the Buffalo's last chance.
They've survived, we've survived. We both persisted.
Tonight at 9 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Head to the bottom of the first inning. It's 2-0. Bears on top. First time at the plate now for the Vikings of Northwest. Let's take a look at the batting order for the Vikings. Mings is a senior. She will lead it off, hitting .425. Next 2 in the lineup, both hitting right at .500 in Kira Ray, Rizabal, Casperson at .333. It's a lineup that has caught a little bit of fire as of late. They really hit well in Hastings over the course of those 3 days.
In their final 2 games, they scored a combined 32 runs against Elkhorn North. So they've really seeing the ball well in those 2 games.
Ball one in a little tight to Mings, the center fielder for the Vikings. Outside corner, called strike. Here's a look at Callie Olven.
Callie here got her fastball. She throws hard.
Fair ball. Little spinach on it. And it's going to be a stand-up double. Boy, that took a wicked spin, landed about 6 inches inside the line, and Mings has a leadoff double.
Yeah, she gets under that pitch just a little bit. Just an inch inside for a fair ball. Makes her way all the way to second base.
Brings up Kira Ray. Ray showed bunt very late. Squared again. Fouls it off. Got the bunt down. Good speed here. In time. Nice play to get her. As Anderson charges hard and makes a solid throw to get Kira Ray, but advances the runner. Mings now at third.
Great job there by Kira Ray, doing her job, getting that bunt down. Almost runs it out here. She's a speedy one step away.
So the sacrifice for Ray advances Mings to third. Called strike. Swings through and falls behind 0-2. Reese is a junior hitting .500. 14 home runs on the year. She's got some power. Dealt away again. A little more velocity here from Olven than we've seen today.
Yeah, she likes to throw that 2-seam fastball. Seen that curve a couple times.
That goes off the fist, but it's going to fall. Runner will trot home 60 feet. And an RBI single for Zabel.
Not a bad spot there by Olven. But Zabel is just able to keep her hands inside and get a poke right there in left field.
Courtesy runner in is Aubrey Olsufka. Olsufka is a sophomore. Just outside. Good pitch there from Olven. Trying to paint the corner. Here is Kasperson, the senior pitcher, at the plate for the Vikings. Good cut.
It's a great pitch there by Olven. She's throwing hard. She'll sneak in a changeup every now and again, which is going to make her even more effective.
Chases on the outside, now 2-2. Laid off that one.
There's that changeup there. She
3-2.
sneaks
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. Ball 4. Drew the walk.
A great at bat there for Casperson. Staying patient, waiting for her pitch.
Maya Kinney now into the game. Olsufka at second and Kinney at first. That'll bring up Jolie O'Hara. Joe, just a sophomore, hitting .370, plays shortstop. One of these younger players that has stepped in to fill the role of so many seniors that were lost off of that state championship last year.
Yeah, this is one she's really stepped up. She actually led the Vikings out in Hastings. She batted .588, going 10 for 17. Wow. So that's impressive.
Called strike. Lines that into right. Janning plays back off of it. Throw comes home, and everybody moves up 60 feet. So bases loaded now. 3 hits here in this first inning for the Vikings.
O'Hara does a great job. Outside pitch there. She stays with it, waits till it gets deep so she can go with that pitch and hit it right in the right field.
So now the freshman in the spotlight, Becca Dinkelman. Dinkelman in her first year of high school ball, hitting .438. Got a little pop too with 7 dingers on the year. Called inside.
Great pitch there, painting that inside corner. It's a pitch she likes to go through, right hard on the hands.
Pretty good pitch right there. In the river, but just a bit outside. Good discipline by Dinkelman. That's inside as well. She draws a 3-1 count.
2 tough pitches there. She's hitting those corners, what you want to do. You don't want to bring it too much on the plate. So she's hitting those corners, but sometimes you have to adjust to the umpire as well. You know, sometimes they're not calling those corners like some do.
Ball 4, walks in a run. And we're knotted in the bottom of the first inning.
Catcher probably giving her some pointers on what she's seeing and kind of what the umpire's back there calling.
So Olsufka trots home. Bases still loaded. That brings up Libby Lohman, the sophomore. And another ball.
At this point, Owen really just have to trust her defense a little bit. Bring it on the plate a little bit. Trust your defense to help you out here.
Called strike, 1-1. Lohman, one of 4 underclassmen in the starting lineup for the Vikings. She's a sophomore. Fouls that off. Count is even. Only 1 out. Bases loaded. Lohman lifts that to right. Well hit. Janning going back. Janning makes the play, but tagging from third is Kenny, and Kenny will cross, and another run across, and the Vikings have taken the lead.
Great job there by Lohman getting the sac fly. That's exactly what you want to do. Again, outside corner. She does a good job not trying to pull it too much. Great catch there as well.
Good read by Janning. She was playing shallow. So now 2 down, runners at first and third. Ava Smith takes an early hack in the count. Ava Smith hitting .344 on the year. So the defending state champion Vikings have answered the Bears 2 runs, and they see them a run up 3-2 here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, they've really come out strong, and they actually play better as the underdog, coach talks about.
They spent all week talking about how they were underdogs.
And typically, you don't hear that a lot from a previous state champion. They were champions last year, but yet they're considering themselves the underdog. But hey, whatever works.
Into center, diving play. Sophia Rick got the jump and saves the run. Sophia Rick in center with the play to end the inning, but not before the Vikings answer. They put 3 on the board, and Rick ends it with a terrific play in center.
Imagine a future fueled by soy-based possibilities. A future where creativity and productivity live together under one roof. A future that takes you from point A to point B to point Z, all while ensuring brighter tomorrows for our next generation. A soy-based future? It's already here.
I think it's important for people to donate for Nebraska Public Media to continue to deliver the same high quality content that we have, especially on the sports side. We know how popular sports are in the state, and we know how sports hungry Nebraskans are. So to be able to donate to Nebraska Public Media allows us to continue producing the same high level quality content that you've come to expect from us and that we hope to continue to provide for years to come.
3-2 the score with Northwest on top at Connie Claussen Field. And if you take a look at the Blair section, the community definitely showed out in support. And some of the loudest fans you'll hear today are actually the youth softball players on Blair Chaos. They come to every single game and even lined up at the state send-off with plenty of posters. I spoke to Nessa McMillan about it, and she said seeing those little girls is definitely the best part because she remembers being in those shoes and looking up to the Blair seniors. Nessa wants all those girls to know that it's possible to be in this spot at the state title game.
Thanks, Anna. Yeah, it's great. Many of the players on the Bears team are coaches for that Chaos program, the Blair Chaos. They help support them during the summers when they're not playing, doing fielding and pitching and hitting lessons. Run a camp for them. This year they had over 100 girls sign up from that small town. Hard shot to Lohman, who handles it without issue. 1 out.
Yeah, it's always great to have that reminder when you see those little girls, you know, and we all remember that feeling when we were little. You know, I remember, you know, watching the state tournament and gosh, just couldn't wait, you know, to one day hope to have my opportunity to be at state. So it's just fun to see that.
You know what has changed, though, and what is really neat to see is the amount of support that women's athletics and girls athletics in high school is beginning to get. Like, look at the crowds here.
Absolutely.
Not something you would see, you know, 20 years ago, even 10 years ago. And so much, even around the country, how much it's changed, you know, for women's athletics and the growth of women's athletics and the support. Really good to see.
Yeah, it definitely is. And just seeing, you know, the College World Series, you know, all the different televised, we're televising regionals, and now look at us here, televising, you know, our state championship. It's just amazing what we're seeing.
Back to the top of the order for the Bears with 2 down. Brooke Janning. Grounded out in the first. Good pitch there from Casperson. It's one of those where you take a little walk around the circle.
Definitely.
Done that a couple times, haven't you? Great pitch. 21.
Yeah, the main thing, you know, that keeps you sane sometimes is if the umpire's being consistent. You just want to see consistent. If they're not really calling the corners, hopefully they're calling it that way on both sides.
Going to hit her in the box before it hit her out of the box, so they're going to say foul ball. If it would have hit Brooke as she was running down the line, that would be an out. It clearly hit her in fair territory, but it hit her in the box before it got into fair territory. Here's another look. Hit her right there, and then hit her again after she was out of the box. Swiped at it, foul.
Coach says Janning is one of the scariest lefties in the box. She went 6 for 8 in 3 games out in Hastings.
Tried to wait on that change, but handled easily by Casperson, and a quick inning for the Vikings as they go 3 up, 3 down, no damage. We head to the bottom of the second. Vikings on top, 3-2.
It was a moment of madness.
It was the sanest thing I've ever done.
You have only known him a week.
Looks like paradise. I'll never stop loving you.
Who I am or who I was.
Call me Annika.
Looks like you put up a fight.
I always get to the truth.
You can no longer sit by and say, this isn't my problem.
Do not erase us. There's enough people out there erasing us.
The hoops, when I have them in my hands, it's like exploding into the galaxy.
The urban indigenous community was ready to say, we're not going to be invisible anymore. This is music for us. This is our night. We're going to be seen. We're going to be heard.
Friday night at 8 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
8th overall trip to these state softball championships for the Vikings. They are the defending state champions. They won it last year in 2022, but this is an entirely new roster. But if you look at the job that Mitch Saad has done with the Vikings, in his first year, they were 4th at state. In his second year, they were 3rd. In his 3rd year, they won the state championship, and here they are in the 4th year, and they're competing for another state championship. He's done a terrific job. He talks about, you know, the Vikings, Northwest has always been known as kind of a football and volleyball school. He said, I think we're changing that culture. We're a softball school now. I told him I'd make sure that all of his colleagues back in Northwest, including Diane Rose, knew about that. He chuckled.
You know, he gives a lot of credit to Dave Prokesh. He says that had paved the way for Northwest softball, kind of setting the tone for the program, and has been a great mentor for him in his coaching career.
Lily Martinez at the plate to lead off the bottom of the second for the Vikings. Martinez, the transfer from Grand Island Senior High. Plays right field, hitting .322. A good swing.
She's also a dual threat, so not only can she hit for power, she's got some speed. She can bunt and get on as well.
Got her. Good pitch Martinez goes down swinging. First strikeout for Ulven.
That's a great job. That curveball there, just curving out. Martinez couldn't just lay off of it. It's a great pitch.
Back to the top of the order, and Mings trying to go the other way. Really kept those hands inside there. You could tell she was trying to shoot it to the left side. There's that strikeout. Last pitch from Mings bunted foul. So she's down, no balls, 2 strikes. Called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Ulven. That of the backward K variety. 2 down.
Nice job there. It was a little elevated. She gets the call there. A little elevated. Looks like a rise ball there. She gets the call.
Thought you were always on the pitcher's side.
Of course. Of course. You know, she's wearing a pretty cool number too, so.
Oh boy,
I kind of like it.
Yeah, all right. Did you have that number all through high school as well?
I did. 42 all the way.
Was it for Jackie?
It was.
Love it.
It was, yeah.
Kira Ray, the junior. 1-2 count. Now 2-2. Stays alive. Lifted high into the air, but Sophia Rick will call everybody off and take it for the last out. 3 up, 3 down for Blair in the top of the first, or bottom of the second inning. Both teams scoreless in the second as we head to the third here in Omaha.
Life is full of milestones. Let Wayne State's graduate programs be your next big moment. Whether you work in education, criminal justice, business, public relations, human resources, information technology, or sports and recreation, our programs provide pathways to the next level in your career. Flexible and online, a Wayne State graduate degree helps you write that next big chapter in your life without having to put your life on hold.
I have memories of my real family.
Give me my daughter!
I'm going to look for them. I think I might be from here. What do you remember?
The government was taking Indian kids. You can't just pretend that nothing happened. It was wrong! Can you tell me the truth?
Saturday night at 9 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Well, join us November 4th for Nebraska High School Volleyball Championships. You see all the thrilling moments. Nebraska's finest high school teams compete for a coveted state championship. Live streaming available at Nebraska Public Media website and on the Nebraska Public Media app. Also supported through Apple TV and Chromecast. Always one of the great events in Nebraska High School Championships. Casperson starts off the top of the third with a strike on the outside corner to Leah Chance. Chance holds up on the changeup down low.
Blair has really been patient on that changeup. They haven't really bitten on that yet. It's all about the sell of it. The Casper's just got to sell it just a little bit more.
Just off the plate, but a called strike. You can see how Chance really gets those toes on chalk. Crowds the plate a bit. They'll go away again. Zobel sets up outside. Same pitch. Swings away. Good hustle by Martinez and right to make the play. 1 out.
Goes with that pitch a little bit out in front of it. Got up underneath it. Get the pop out.
So Nessa McMillan now at the plate.
Nessa McMillan, a Husker commit.
Headed to Lincoln to play next year. Just 13 home runs on the year. That's hit sharply right back through the middle. And that's why 529 batting averages. She's back quickly at first. This piece of hitting there by McMillan.
Absolutely. Coach said she's quiet, but she leads by example, and we see that. She's been crushing the ball.
2 for 2 here tonight. Had a double to score the run in the first, and that single there. And here is Olven at the plate. Olven's batting average, 587. Down to 581 after going 0 for 1 in that foul out of the first, but came in tonight 587. Remarkable.
That is remarkable.
64 RBIs is a school record for Olven. She also has the most hits in a season at 61. Fouls that off.
I always love to see the pitchers that can also just crush it on the offensive side as well.
Two 2-1 to Olven. Down low, gets away. Going 60 feet is McMillan to second. So she'll move up on the wild pitch.
Casperson struggling just a little bit to find her placement with that changeup. She's just got to bring it up just a little bit more, sell it a little bit more.
3-1, and walks her. So 1 out, runners at first and second for the Bears, down by a run. And here is Sophia Rick, who made an outstanding play in center field. To end the threat, that's hit well into left. Kira Ray goes back right at her, tagging and going to third, the slide, and she is safe.
Oh, that's a tough call there.
So McMillan with the hustle gets into third. We'll take another look at it. Glove, slide. Oh, she was in there.
Yeah, she was.
Good call.
She was. I think if she would have tagged her hand,
Yep.
she would have gotten her, but she kind of went in the middle of her body to tag, and so her hand got, that right hand got in there.
Well, some aggressive base running there, and I think Mitch Sad having a conversation with our home plate umpire, and that conversation may be as much about position as it was the call, right? I mean, late getting out there, late getting to third, and I think that's what Mitch was saying was it's a tough call to make when you're not in position.
Exactly.
That's hit sharply to right. That's going to find a gap. One run in, rounding third, comes another. Olden is in, and it's a 2-run single with 2 outs in the third.
That is timely hitting. That is exactly what you want out of your team. Timely hitting. Great job with that outside pitch, hitting it right into the gap there.
Really nice piece of hitting by Sophia Rick. Stayed back. Top hand on top, bottom hand on bottom, long through the zone. And delivers the 2 RBI single. That's hit off the end of the bat. Hustling over is Dorsey, and Lakin Dorsey makes the play to end the inning, but not before Blair puts 2 more on the board and regains the lead in the top of the 3rd inning. We are through 2.5, and it's the Bears 4, Vikings 3 for the Class B state title.
Constellation is a natural gas commodity supplier in the Choice Gas program, helping inspire young Nebraskans through hands-on learning. Constellation has given more than $400,000 to 4-H and FFA organizations across the state, helping support youth in your community with opportunities to achieve real-world success. Because we believe that powering communities means empowering our future leaders. With Constellation, a contribution to 4-H and FFA is in the stars.
Live streaming for the NSAA championships are also available at the Nebraska Public Media website and on the free Nebraska Public Media app. Nebraska Public Media Sports presents Nebraska Volleyball. The Huskers host Northwestern University, live from the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln. Gameplay begins at 7 p.m. Central, Wednesday, November 8th on Nebraska Public Media.
Here is that play again at third, and she got in under the tag. Actually, the tag got down, but that hand got in before the tag, so it was a good call in the end, and that's really what you want to do is you just want to get it right.
Mm-hmm.
And that safe call led to the single by Sophia Rick, and Rick drives in 2 in McMullen and Olden. So now let's see if the Vikings can answer. They answered last time. Blair put 2 up in the top of the 1st. Northwest came right back with 3 in the bottom half. Good to have you with us here at Connie Claussen Field in Omaha, the home of the Mavericks. Along with Peaches James and Anna Bellinghausen, I'm Larry Putney. As we bring you all 3 state championships here today from Omaha. That is hit well into left and deep, and it's going to one-hop the fence, and it is a leadoff double for the Vikings. Reese Sobel will be at second, and a leadoff 2-bagger.
An impressive at-bat here. Takes advantage of that 2-0, just crushes it out in center field. She's such a powerful hitter.
Courtesy runner now in. Olsufka back into the game. She will run for Reese. And now Kasperson back at the plate. What is it about a lefty's swing that always looks so much more pure? It just looks so good from that left-handed side.
It does, it does. In another life, I've always wanted to be a lefty.
I would be one of my current life if you'd let me. Casperson walked back in the first, ended up scoring. She was the third of the 3 runs the Vikings put on the board in the first. And now threatening again here in the bottom of the third. The 2-2 count to Casperson. That's high in. Elena Brown is out there. Brown pulls it in for the first out.
Good job there by Olvin. Really hitting her spots well. Got great spin on the ball.
Jolie O'Hara, the sophomore at the plate. She singled last time up. 1 for 1 here in the state championship. Couple of really good young hitters in this Vikings lineup. O'Hara hitting .370 as a sophomore. Becca Dinkelman on deck as a freshman, hitting .438. That's lifted into right. Brooke Channing goes back and chasing it. It's going to one-hop the fence as well. And it's another one-hop double. And that one will score a run. And Northwest has knotted it here in the third.
She's doing a great job of coming back and answering. Blair will go up. They'll come up, swinging aggressive. Now Vikings are up, tying it up.
We're going to get this kind of bounce on these on this artificial turf, right? So we've seen a couple of balls hit deep that typically would not hop a, what are those, 8-foot fences out there?
Exactly.
Would not normally hop an 8-foot fence, but watch this. Lands and just boink.
Exactly, yeah, the turf is just such a different surface than what you'll see some of those balls do when you're on grass or when you're on dirt.
You didn't play on much turf, did you?
I didn't, and I wish. I've played a few times, and I love playing on turf.
Well, why is that?
You know, especially on the mound, I was very particular with the dirt, and sometimes it's rocky, and you have to dig holes, and you're filling in holes, and so I liked my surface just nice and smooth. And
probably got some pretty true bounces as that's ripped into center field. That gets by Rick. Run will score. And another double for the Vikings. That is 3 doubles in the inning and 4 batters, and already 2 runs in.
Really seeing this Viking lineup light up. Look at that. Out on the outside corner, she goes with it, rips it up center field.
You know, Mitch Sad said, I know we're the underdog, but the way we've been hitting the ball as of late, said, I think this is going to be a great game. And those words have turned out to be prophetic.
Absolutely. Like we spoke about earlier, both teams putting up 30 runs, you know, and that is just impressive for both teams.
Libby Lohman now at the plate. She lifts that out of play and into the berms.
Typically, Olvin, she's able to just she throws hard. She's able to blow by hitters. She'll sneak in a changeup every now and again, but this is the opportunity where she really, you know, might want to sneak it in a little bit more, try to get the Vikings a little more off balance, show a little more off speed in there.
So Dinkelman on second now after that RBI double. Before her, O'Hara, the sophomore, with an RBI double. Zabel led it off with a double. And here's Lohman. Draws the walk. So now runners at first and second. And we've already had a visit to the mound from Jen Fangmeyer. Olven's ERA on the season, 2.4. She came in at 18-3.
She's close to setting her school record as well for strikeouts.
Good change there and got Ava Smith to swing through. 2 balls, 1 strike. Down low.
Olven working to find the zone here. She's got to take a deep breath, trust her spin, trust her defense.
Count is loaded now, 1 out. Runners at first and second, 3-2 count. Upcoming to Ava Smith. Got her swinging. Big pitch there for Olven.
Absolutely. With 1 out, runners at first and second, that's a big strikeout for the Bears.
So here comes Lily Martinez. Struck out first time up. Lifts that down the line and it drifts into foul territory, out of play. Talking to Coach Sad, he said, you know, Lily Martinez could certainly be near the top of the order. She's almost like a second leadoff hitter. That's why they put her at the top. That spins, and she beats it out. Single by Martinez in the infield. Bases loaded, 2 down.
Gets a little bit under that pitch, but able to just bloop it right over the pitcher.
Dinkelman at third, Lohman at second. Martinez with the infield single is now at first, and back to the top of the order we go with Cameron Mings. Mings led off with that double that landed about 3 inches inside the line. And takes the first pitch up high. 8th batter faced in this inning for Olven.
Mings, along with Casperson, have been with the program all 4 years. And been a leader on this team.
Yeah. Called strike. 21, looked like a take all the way. Sun beginning to set here. You're beginning to see the shadows overtake home. Late swing by Mings. And a big pitch here for both teams. The 2-2 with the bases loaded and 2 down to Cameron Mings. Fouled it off.
This is an opportunity here for Olven. You really want to, in this count here with bases loaded, let your defense work. Trust your defense. You don't want to give them another run. Especially with it being full count here.
Everybody's going.
Spin, yeah.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Everybody's going. The swing back through the middle. Infield was drawn in, 1 run in. The runner at third will hold. The throw gets through the infield. But no damage on the throw in. Nessa McMillan at short was pulled in there and just lifted it right over McMillan. Look how shallow she's playing here.
Yeah, she is. But good read there by the center fielder. Getting that one hopper. Just a little miss throw there, a little miscommunication it looks like.
Crooked number for the second time in the first 3 innings here for the Vikings. And they put up 3 in the first, 3 in the third to Blair's 2 in the first, 2 in the third. And here is Kira Ray, the junior who averages 500 at the plate. Bases still loaded. Ray fouls that off. Lohman is at third, Martinez at second. Mings, who just singled, is at first base. And here is Ray. 21.
Another big opportunity here for the Vikings. Bases loaded still, 2 outs, so your runners are going.
Chase that. Two. Hit sharply to shortstop, scooped up, fired in time. Nice play by McMillan to ignore the runner flashing in front of her, make the play, make a good throw, but not before the Vikings put 3 on the board in the bottom of the third. They're hitting machines right now. 6 runs through 3 innings for Grand Island Northwest.
There's a place in the middle of America where we stand up and stand out, bringing light that illuminates the best ideas and brings change. Understanding the heart of learning comes from the heartland. Nebraska Public Media is yours, a space and community for everyone. We tell stories and amplify voices so that all can be heard, all from a place that we call home. This is Nebraska Public Media.
Nebraska Public Media Sports presents Nebraska Volleyball. The Huskers host Northwestern University, live from the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln. Gameplay begins at 7 p.m. Central, Wednesday, November 8th on Nebraska Public Media.
With Northwest on top. Coach, for Blair, what do you need to see in the circle for adjustments next up?
We're going to try to keep them off balance a little bit better and hopefully get a lot of ground balls, pop flies, and not let them square up to the ball.
And now for the bats, what adjustments do you want to see in the box to put some pressure on?
Yep, stay on top. Make sure we hit that change up. Only if we have pressure with 2 strikes. So stay on top. We hit, so we're ready for it.
Coach, thanks so much. Good luck.
Thank you to Jen Fangmeyer for joining us between innings. And then hustling over to the third base coach's box. Jocelyn Pollocky now at the plate. Oh, it's Claire Mann. Check that. Claire Mann at the plate. Down low to Mann.
Fangmeyer talks a lot about how the girls play like it's a 0-0 game. So whether they're up, whether they're down, they play like it's 0-0. They just focus on one pitch at a time, one batter, one out, one play.
Reached across her body, Lohman across the diamond in time. Great play by Libby Lohman at third.
Top hand got over that pitch just a little bit. Great play there by Lohman.
Claire Anderson Just a sophomore, hitting .257. One of the few underclassmen in the lineup. Called strike outside corner. Hit by pitch, or did it hit the bat? Or did it not hit
short,
anything?
yeah.
Oh, bounced.
Hit the ground.
From my angle, I didn't see it at the ground. Like,
but you knew it hit something, so.
It just doesn't bounce that way, right? But they're getting the river, right?
Definitely. It's a great pitch right on that outside corner. That's exactly where you want to keep that. It's tough to hit.
Especially if you're getting a couple, 3 inches off the plate. I mean, you're going to pick at it then, right? Use it. That's lifted high into the air. Kira Ray out there. No problem for Ray. 2 up, 2 down here in the 4th. Back to the top of the order now for the Bears. The senior Janning steps in. 1 ball, no strikes. Casperson touches the outside corner. Nice pitch.
She's been doing well on that outside corner on both sides of the plate. Righty, she's hitting it. On the lefty, she's hitting that outside corner. So doing a great job of moving the ball around the plate.
Oh, what a great change, way out in front.
That's
Channing knew it right away.
That's that deadly changeup that she's worked with all year. She's finding her groove with it a little bit. That's a great pitch there.
Hit on the right side. It's going to be stopped by Smith, but not in time to make a play. So a single with 2 outs by Brooke Janning.
It's a great effort there by Smith to knock it down. Great job. Look at that extension. If it would have just stayed in her glove,
Yeah.
I think she could have gotten the out.
I think you're right. Leah Chance called strike. I feel like it's important for the Bears to get some runs here. They're down by 2, and if you look at the Vikings, they have the heart of the order coming up where they've had a lot of success. And even with 2 outs here, Janning down at first. Just feels like one of those moments where need to get some runs on the board. Leah Chance has a great swing.
They're at a good part in their lineup here. Chance and then McMillan following. If she can get on here.
Hit sharply right at Lohman. Lohman's had some nice plays over there at third and makes another one. So they strand the runner at first. No damage as the Vikings sit him down. Head to the bottom half, 6-4.
Live sports and documentaries are part of the valued services from Nebraska Public Media. Fans of high school and college sports have a great way to ensure these programs will continue. Join the Nebraska Public Media Sports Partners Club. This is your home for Husker volleyball, Big Red Wrap-Up, and high school championships. Log on to nebraskapublicmedia.org/sportspartners and explore the benefits of joining. With your support, sports action will stay right here all year long. And thank you.
6-4 the score, Northwest on top. Coach, heart of the order coming up for you. How do you keep this momentum?
I tell you what, right now we're hitting the ball very well. So I'm rocking the ball as hard as we can, and I tell you what, we're running bases well.
Kylie Casperson in the circle. What do you want to see from her in her response?
Just keep hitting spots like we are, because she's throwing perfectly for us right now, and that change is deadly.
Coach, thanks so much. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hit the ball well is an understatement. Change now in the circle for the Bears. Janning, the lefty, is now in the circle for Blair. Brooke Janning.
It's going to bring screwball, curve, rise, and a changeup is what we're going to see out of Janning.
Good pitch by Janning. And Olven, the pitcher, went into right, so good changeup. Well out in front of it.
That's a great call there. I want to keep these Vikings hitters off balance a little bit.
Back through the middle, that's hit sharply. Hit parade continues for the Vikings. So now into the circle for the Bears. There is Janning. There's her record, 15-1, a 2.1 ERA.
Janning has been really effective with the lefties this year. She has that great curveball outside on the lefties. She's been working on throwing that pitch inside to the righties.
Fouled straight back. Olsufka into pinch run once again for Zobel. You could be a busy person if you're just pinch running for Zobel tonight. She's been on every single time. A little roll out there to first, handled by Claire Mann easily for one out. Zobel's 3 for 3. Single in the first, double in the third, and a single to lead off the bottom half of the fourth just now. And the pinch runner for her, Olsufka, advances on that roller to first.
Yeah, Zobel has been just outstanding. One of the best moments Coach talks about is when Zobel's walk-off grand slam, which sent them to the championship today.
There aren't too many things better than a walk-off homer to send you to a title game, right? I mean,
I know, that's great. The only thing I can think of is maybe like strikeout on the pitcher's side. The strikeout to get you to the championship. But, you know.
Says the pitcher, yes. No balls, 2 strikes to O'Hara. She waited on that. A double play. Right to McMillan, who just casually steps on second to end the threat. Waited on the change like you'd like, just didn't quite get all of it, and McMillan ends the inning.
Finding your story starts at a place where possibilities align with potential. Chadron State College, where adventures lead to accomplishments, where opportunities connect to engagement. With a wide range of undergraduate and graduate programs, plus thousands of friends, CSC has everything you need to find your story. To get started and schedule your visit, csc.edu.
My people in the Buffalo have a shared history together.
They were put on this earth to help us survive.
This is the Buffalo's last chance.
They've survived, we've survived. We both persisted. Tonight at 9 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
The Blair Bears' 15th trip to the NSAA softball championships. They've been in the title game 3 times. 4 now, including this year. They have 3 state titles, 8, 9, and 10. One of the assistants, Rose Klein, on the team was actually on that 2010 team. Nessa McMillan now, and that lofty .538 batting average at the plate. McMillan is 2 for 2. She had a double back in the first, a single in the third, and now she's up to begin the 5th. Gasperson is still in the circle for the Vikings. That's a bit high, 2-1.
Nessa McMillan, one of the team captains. 4-year starter. She's broken the school record as well with 60 runs scored. So just talented young lady.
So Peaches, you see the shadow begin to about halfway through the infield now, and the batter's box completely in the shade. Who does that impact more, and in what way?
You know, it's really going to impact kind of the infield, you know, when you're looking up and some of it's sun, some of it's not.
Didn't impact McMullen. She just keeps pounding hits. That's her 3rd hit of the game in 3 plate appearances, a double and 2 singles. And now Nessa McMullen leads off the top of the 5th to try to get Blair back in this, down by 2. That'll bring up Callie Olven. Olven started out the game in the circle for the Bears. She went 3 innings. Gave up 6 runs. That's hit sharply, right past the diving O'Hara at shortstop. Back-to-back singles to open up the top of the 5th.
Just a great piece of hitting here, crushing that inside pitch. See right there, a little bit over the plate, actually. She gets around on it. And typically in this scenario, you see a lot of times with a runner on first, no outs, you're bunting. But she's such an impressive hitter. I think I'd make the same call, let her hit her way.
Didn't show bunt, but the entire Vikings team was in motion. Looked like they had the wheel play on. Third baseman was crashing. Shortstop was going to third. She showed bunt earlier. I didn't see her show bunt, did she?
I didn't see.
She
did, yeah, no.
We're wheeling again. Two balls, no strikes. Sophia Rick called strike. Rick had that long and hard hit single to right to score 2 in the top of the third. She is 1 for 1 with a walk and a single, and that is hit sharp down the line into left field. One run is going to score. Here comes Olvin around third. Olvin will score. And 2 RBIs and a double for Sophia Rick. She has 4 RBI on the night.
Wow. Pitch over a little bit over the plate again. She crushing it down left field line. Tie ball game.
Big hit by Sophia Rick.
Coach Fangmeyer talks about she doesn't even know how good she is. She makes plays in the outfield, looks so easy. We saw that diving catch in the first, and now she's making hitting look just as easy.
New pitcher now for the Vikings. So making a quick change is Northwest. Libby Lohman will be in. Up next for the Bears is Bria Scott with the runner at second. Nobody out. Tie ball game. Little squibber in field for the single. That scored a run. She picked up the RBI on that. There's the numbers for Lohman. She steps in to face Scott, and that's down low.
Let's see, fastball, screwball, and curveball to Lohman.
That's hit sharply into center. Over the head of Cam Mings. That's going to score Sophia Rick, and another rip for Bria Scott.
Scott being aggressive up there at the plate. Perch pitch ball, but she takes the first strike. Just slam it over the center fielder. Her hands, stand back, pitch a little elevated. She keeps her hands high.
Palicki now in. Kira Ray, no problem, makes the play. That is just the first out after 3 runs have been plated. And Scott at second. That goes down as out number 1. F7 brings up Claire Mann. As Blair has regained the lead here, 7-6 in the top of the 5th. Called strike.
Coach Fangmeyer talks about how they look at obstacles and challenges as opportunities, and they've really done that here in this inning. They were down, and they've really taken that opportunity here to get ahead.
Fouled straight back.
Libby Lohman typically has lots of flyouts here that screwball and curveball.
Two and two. Of the 9 hits that Blair has, 8 of those have come from 3 players. McMillan, who is 3 for 3. Sophia Rick, who is 2 for 2. And Bria Scott, who's standing on second, is also 3 for 3. Claire Mann fouls that straight back. The only other hit belongs to the leadoff batter, Brooke Janning.
Bears just have such a strong lineup, up and down. Hold on to that changeup just a little bit.
Lohman looks in. Called strike 3. Man goes down looking.
What a great pitch there. That curveball is what she likes to go to. That is her out pitch right there. That curve right on that outside part of the plate. That's right there. That's right where you want that pitch.
Up and away. Hit by pitch. They're going to say it hit the butt of the bat, not Claire Anderson.
Claire Anderson is the 3rd sister to come through the program. She had a sister, Haley, that graduated last year. Older sister, Carolyn, a few years ago.
Lohman called strike. Good pitch right to the outside corner. 2-2. Just low. He's been given that pitch on that outside corner. Had to be low because
that was right on
right
there.
On the
yeah,
corner.
I think it was just a tad low. But being ahead in the count, and even 2-2, that's a great pitch. That's tough as a hitter. That's a tough, look, because that could have gone either way.
3-2. Swings through, got the strikeout. Big fist pump from Lohman. But it was a big inning for the Bears of Blair. They put 3 on the board in the top of the 5th and regain the lead. Blair back on top in the Class B championship. A back and forth battle. 7-6 Blair over Northwest.
Root for your home team and be there for all the excitement. NSAAHome.org has all of your high school sport and activity championship ticket information.
Wow, did we get a show here?
Wow, yeah, that was terrific. With the kill!
Dynamic swings, both teams, some big digs, pursuit of balls.
And a state championship for the Trojans.
Nebraska Public Media Sports presents NSAA State Volleyball Championships, Saturday, November 4th, starting at 9 a.m. Central and continuing throughout the day. Live streaming is available at the Nebraska Public Media website and on the Nebraska Public Media app.
Go! 7-6 Blair in the lead at Connie Claussen Field. So if you take a look around the stadium, It's hard not to find out that Grand Island Northwest fans are rocking some Vikings hats, but all the credit has to go to the parents for starting this trend, so they all showed up to sub-districts in them. And since it's spread to the fans, the students, and even the players take pictures in these hats after wins, safe to say it's a new tradition for the Vikings.
Without question. Thank you, Anna. So just a quick glance at the scoreboard, and you would notice that as that's popped into center field right at Sophia Rick, who's been terrific out there in center for Blair. You would notice every time Blair has scored in the top of the inning, Northwest has answered in the bottom. Can they do it again?
Absolutely. And they're in a good part of their lineup as well to do it again.
So Dinkelman leads off with the fly out to center. That brings up Libby Lohman. Called strike to Lohman. For the first time tonight, the Vikings went in order back in the fourth, last inning. They had that leadoff single. I should say faced the minimum, maybe not went down in order. They faced the minimum for the first time. 3 batters were up, and then that double play ended the inning. Waited on the change away, fouled it off. Nice piece of hitting there by Lohman to stay alive on the 0-2 count. Up and away, 1-2. Waited on that change, ripped it into the left center field gap, up against the wall, and it's going to be a 1-out double. And just in ahead of the throw on a throw that was fired back in from, I think that was Sophia Rick.
It was.
And Libby Lohman was going in a bit casually for that throw. But it worked. Good piece of hitting there. Maya Kinney comes on to run now for Lohman.
Up on that changeup. That's a changeup there. Hung the changeup a little bit. You want to keep those pitches low. They're a little bit easier to see when they're up in the zone. And Libby Lohman took advantage of that.
Lohman's saying, I don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't close. I didn't need to slide at all.
Sure, coach might mention that to her. Yep.
Ava Smith now at the plate. There's Maya Kinney running. Ava Smith at the plate. Vikings on a streak in which they have won 15 of their last 16 games. That only loss over the last 16 was the first game at State against Scotts Bluff. Coach Sad talked about how he really thought that motivated the team. Maybe, you know, they were maybe dialed them in a little bit.
Yeah, and sometimes you need that. Need a little bit of that humbling a little bit.
Talked to Coach Sad yesterday. He was on the bus on the way here to Omaha from Grand Island. They were going to practice at a local high school to get used to the turf. They hadn't played on turf this year. Wanted to get used to the bounce and the feel of turf because it is very different.
Yeah, it's very different. So I'm glad they took that opportunity because, yeah, you do have to get used to just how the ball moves, you know, how it bounces.
Hit sharply right at first. Nice play at first by Claire Manning to get the out. And advancing 60 feet on a close play is Maya Kinney now in there at third. So 2 down, runner at third, and a big opportunity here for the Vikings to tie it up. This was sharply hit.
Sharp, yes, right down good heads-up play there by the first baseman and throwing it right over to third. But good base run in there as well.
So that brings up Lily Martinez. Martinez, the junior transfer from Grand Island Senior High. Mitch Sad talked about the culture that he's created and his staff has created at Grand Island Northwest, has players from all over the Tri-City area really wanting to go play for Northwest because they've had so much success as that's rolled down and foul. And there's no denying that success. In his 4 years, they've been at state each year and finished in the top 4 each year. 4th in his first year, 3rd place in his 2nd year. They were state champs last year and back in the title game here in his 4th season. Good pitch.
Ooh.
Good pitch.
That is a great pitch.
Lily
Not sure where that missed. Maybe a little high.
Lily Martinez just said nope. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Down low from Janning. 2-2. Good disciplined at bat here by Martinez. Fouled into the net. As a pitcher, you did not like to get into those long ABs where it went to 8 and 9 pitches because the more they saw, right?
Exactly, yes. And it just, in your head, you're like, man, come on, you're hitting all my stuff. What can I give you now? I've thrown you everything.
Rolled out to short. McMillan up with it. In time, no! Run scores as Martinez beats out the throw. And we are not at 7.
Vikings have done it again. They get down an inning, they come right back. Great hard hit there. She just got speed, she's just speedy. Beat the throw out.
A little fist pump from Lily.
She's excited. Love it.
So the infield single by Martinez and the RBI as it plates Lohman. Back to the top of the order. Mings at the plate. A little excitement from the Northwest junior Lily Martinez. Beats out the throw. Yeah.
Just pumps you up when you see your teammate. That just pumps them all up.
21. Hit high to Cam Mings. She's doubled and singled. She's 2 for 3. Rolled out to first, waiting for the slow roller.
Oh,
got her just in time as Claire Mann waited just long enough to scoop it up and touch first for the out, but not before Martinez drives in a run. Lohman scores, and we go to the 6th inning, knotted at 7.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
What do you think about going to college?
I'm kind of scared.
I feel nervous a little bit. That's kind of a tough one. I'm not really sure yet.
I'm excited for college.
How are you going to pay for it?
To be honest, I don't really know.
That's actually a really good question.
So what if you had a friend you could ask?
This week, we look at the numerous challenges facing volunteer firefighters in Nebraska. These firefighters face a variety of challenges. We explore these difficulties and what is being done to help over 400 volunteer fire departments in the state.
Join me, Jay Omar, Nebraska Public Media News Director for Speaking of Nebraska. Watch on television Thursday night at 7 Central and listen to radio Friday at 7:30 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Connie Claussen Field, where the sun is just beginning to set beyond the trees, and most of the infield now in the shade. Outfield still with some sun out there. We have a good one here in Class B. 7-7 the score. 11 hits for Northwest, 9 for Blair. And Blair starts at the top of the order here in the top of the 6th. Brooke Channing at the plate.
Both teams have been doing such a great job of answering the call. They come back up, score some runs, go back out on defense.
Foul ball. Good shot down the line by Channing. It was just wide of the bag.
That's so important. It's such a momentum breaker. Once a team gets on a roll on both sides of the ball, you know, that energy just can carry them through. So the fact that each team has kind of broken the energy and taken it back has made this a great game.
Fouled off and now behind 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Lohman in the circle now for the Vikings. Casperson has moved to first. Dorsey went from first to third. Top of the 6th inning in this 7-inning state championship game between Blair and Grand Island Northwest. Fouls it off. Lifts that foul into left field. And we're back in the 1st. She grounded out twice to the pitcher, but then had that single in the 4th. 1 for 3 on the night. That's hit sharply right at O'Hara. Great positioning for Jolie O'Hara. Made the play at short.
Lohman doing a great job of mixing in that changeup there. Just slowing her body down just a little bit. So the Bears are able to get a piece of that, you know, really hitting it hard still. I think she should continue to mix in that pitch. Just keeping her body going fast, looking like some of her fast pitches, and I think she'll keep the Bears off balance.
Down low to Leah Chance. Chance came into this game hitting .539 on the season. She walked in the 1st inning, has flown out and grounded out in the 3rd and 4th. Would love to get on and set the table for the hot-hitting Nessa McMillan, who is on deck. McMillan is 3 for 3 tonight. She's been an RBI machine. Called strike.
Leah Chance has been a 4-year starter. She was actually leadoff hitter the last 3 years. And this year she's been in that 2-hole, but she's done a great job there again, batting over .500.
Chance rips that to the left, but foul. Lohman out there in the circle saying, yep, that's what I thought you'd do with that changeup.
Yep, I always say it's just a long foul ball. Just a long strike.
2-2. That's hit well. High into the air, deep into left field, near the wall, gone! Solo home run, Leah Chance, her 11th of the season.
Just an amazing at-bat by Leah Chance. She blasted 2 home runs in the state games, and she just blasted another one. Bears are fired up.
That was pounded from Chance. And the senior in her final high school game takes one deep and gives the lead back to Blair. Just get a feeling it's not done yet. There's a lot more runs out there.
Definitely. Both teams have just been coming back. And
off the fist. First time McMillan has been out tonight.
takes the pressure a little bit out as a pitcher.
Take another look at that swing from Leah Chance. Just a really good look. Stays inside, long through it.
It's a beautiful swing.
Her version of the bat flip right there. She's like, that's gone.
Just takes the pressure off the pitchers a little bit when you know you have such a great hitting team. That if you get down a little bit, they can come back on the offensive and bring you back into the game. And that's what both teams have really been doing here.
The reason both of these teams seeded 1-2 and ranked 1-2. Ranging to her right is Ava Smith, who fires over to pick up out number 3. But the Bears do the damage they wanted to do in the top of the 6th inning. Leah Chance with the home run. The Bears back on top.
It may be small, but this little bean fuels power. It powers a food industry as a source of protein. It's a fuel that powers diesel engines while reducing emissions. It powers a state economy and bottom lines. And it powers the rest of the world as a Nebraska export. Yeah, it may be small, but we're finding more ways for this little bean to power Nebraska.
I have memories of my real family. I'm going to look for them. I think I might be from here. What do you remember?
The government was taking Indian kids. You can't just pretend that nothing happened. It was wrong! Can you tell me the truth?
Saturday night at 9 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Well, you see the line score, and the Vikings have not left an inning in which Blair scored unanswered. They have responded every time. We'll see if they can do it here. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, 8-7 the score. Kira Ray squared to bunt, pulls back. Brooke Jannings still in the circle for the Bears. One.
That curveball.
Just swiped at and goes foul. You see Mitch Sad down at third saying, fire the hips. Take a rip.
Absolutely. Stay in those legs. Drive it out there in the gap.
Hit sharply to second. There is Chance. Why not? Leah Chance hits the homer, makes a nice play at second. Not the way it usually works. Many times it's the other way. You make a great defensive play. You come up, you're up the next inning, and you do something great.
That's right. Goes both sides, though.
That's right. Reese Zobel now at the plate. Reese is perfect for the night, 3 for 3. Check swing, called strike. Zobel had an RBI single in the first, had a double to lead off the inning in the third, and then a single in the fourth before getting doubled off at second. So 3 for 3, and she swings through that back-to-back change-ups, and it just looks like Jannings saying, I am not giving you a fastball.
That is a wicked pitch there. Right exactly at the knees. That's right where you want that pitch. Just a great job there by Jannings.
One more change. What do you go to here?
Hey, back-to-back. There it is. Yep.
I would have gone change
Always
away.
been a fan of the back-to-back. It was really fun when you throw 3 in a row.
One ball, 2 strikes. Pounds that into the gap, and homer! Did it clear? It did! Line shot over the right center field wall, and once again, the Vikings have answered.
Holy cow, this is great. Zabel just crushing it again. That's why she is the home run record holder.
15th home run of the year. That looked like it was going off the wall, and it cleared.
And it's tough sometimes hitting it. You see a lot of hits like that to left field when they get around, but the fact that she just drove that in the right center gap, it was a shot. So much power.
15 dingers on the year for the junior. That's rolled out to Leah Chance, flips it for out number 2. What a shot for her 15th home run. And again, we talked about it. She was way out in front on 2 changeups, right? They were 0-2, and then they went fastball away, and look out. She is now 4 for 4 on the night. 2 singles, a double, and a home run. Third out, lined out. O'Hara right to Claire Mann. But again, the Vikings leave no run unanswered. And they respond to the bottom of the 6th. So where do we go? We go to the last. Vikings, Bears, knotted at 8.
Now streaming on the PBS app. The definitive collection of documentaries from award-winning filmmaker Ken Burns.
Hemingway, the man, is much more interesting than the myth.
It is a story that Americans have to reckon with.
He's got my job. I'm the champ.
Discover over 40 groundbreaking films that bring our history to life. Stream the Ken Burns collection now with Passport on the PBS app.
On Secrets of the Dead, from archaeological digs to ornately decorated homes.
We have a Triceratops skull. When you enter the house, it's the first thing you see.
From museums to auction halls.
It will probably sell for top dollar.
Look behind the scenes at a new kind of business.
Here in the room, 5,200,000 going once, going twice.
Jurassic Fortunes on Secrets of the Dead.
Wednesday night at 9 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Back here at Connie Claussen Field in Omaha, Bears and Vikings. It's 8-8. Tie game as we head into the final inning. Let's take a look at the homer in the 6th. Just pounded by Zobel. That did not get 30 feet off the ground, and it cleared the fence. In almost the deepest part of the park. Lohman starts off Sophia Rick with a changeup called for a strike. Rick has singled her last 2 times at the plate. Behind her is Bria Scott, who is 3 for 3. Well, that would have been out had it been anywhere near fair. But it wasn't. It was almost going sideways. Fouled off. Bears have 5, 6, 7 in the order at the plate. Northwest, the Vikings, in the bottom of the 7th will have 6, 7, 8. So they're in very similar places in the batting order. The next 3 batters combined with 5 hits for the Bears, as that's hit high into the air, will be called off by the right fielder, and Olven makes the play.
Typically, you're so used as a pitcher, it's the top of the lineup, to, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But with both of these teams, really, it's all throughout their lineups. There's no weak spot at all. It's all of them.
That's a great point.
Crushing it on both sides.
Called strike to Bria Scott. Bria singled in the first, singled in the third, and had I believe, 2 RBI double in the 5th. Bria Scott with 4 RBI in this game. She's 3 for 3.
Scott also had sisters coming out of the program as well. 2 older sisters, Lena and Chastity.
That'll teach you how to be competitive.
That's right.
Hit sharply to short, right into the gut of O'Hara, no problem.
Great job by O'Hara, keeping the ball in front, not letting it eat her up on this turf. That could have easily skipped by her or had a weird bounce. She did a great job of just using her body.
2 down, top of the 7th. Pollocky now looking for her first hit of the game. Change-up called strike.
Oh, she wanted that pitch. Tad high, tad outside.
Pollocky lifts that high into the air. Drifting back is O'Hare, called off by Ray. And Kira Ray with the grab. And Lohman sits down the Bears 1, 2, 3 in the top of the 7th. When we come back, the Vikings have a chance to walk it off and go back-to-back.
Live streaming for the NSAA championships are also available at the Nebraska Public Media website and on the free Nebraska Public Media app. Nebraska Public Media Sports presents Nebraska Volleyball. The Huskers host Northwestern University, live from the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln. Gameplay begins at 7 p.m. Central, Wednesday, November 8th on Nebraska Public Media.
We head to the bottom of the last here at Connie Claussen Field, a packed Connie Claussen Field. And an opportunity for the Vikings of Northwest to win back-to-back state championships, but to do so, they'll have to walk it off, otherwise we'll have extras. Hit sharply to short. McMillan up with it. No problem. Nessa McMillan with a nice play on a hard hit ball to short. 1 out.
Yeah, good hard hit there. She tries to slide, giving it her all to get there. Great stretch. There. Yeah.
So that'll bring up Libby Lohman, who was trying to end it with a swing right there. Why not? Get a pitch you like early, go after it. Lohman came in hitting .297. She had a double in the 5th and later scored. That was the run that tied it at 7. And then the solo shot by Reese Zobel in the 6th knotted it at 8. Swung through it, top of the zone. Good pitch by Janning.
Nice rise ball there.
One, 2 to Libby Lohman. Out of play. That went off somebody's head.
Uh-oh. Hope they're all right. Oh, that's a good pitch there. That's a good pitch.
Tough one right there. 2-2 now.
Good eye
New
there
life
by Dinkelman.
Yeah, new life for Lohman. You may not believe this, but that ball just hit that same kid for the 2nd time in a row.
No way.
He went back because he was a little bit dazed and was being looked at, and that one just hit him again.
Oh, wow. What are the odds of that?
And now he's down to being looked at. Fouled straight back. Two. And now count is loaded. Down low. Lohman draws the walk.
Great at bat there by Lohman. Fouling off. Had a good eye. Being patient. Draws the walk.
So here is Ava Smith now. The junior lined out to center back in the 1st, struck out and hit sharply to first base. She's 0 for 3.
Nice pitch there by Janning.
One the count, 1 minute first. Ava Smith lines it back to the middle. GI Northwest still alive. Runners now at first and second, one out. First hit of the game for Ava Smith. Very timely.
Doing a great job there. Hitting it right back up the middle. Great piece of hitting right there. And that's what you want. You know, you got to have a short memory. If you don't get on the first couple times, that's okay, but she comes through with the timely hit.
Jen Fangmeyer has gathered her team in the circle for a quick conversation. Mitch Sad talking to his team, Lily Martinez and the runners. Martinez, who had that single back in the fifth to drive in a run. Martinez at the bottom of the order is 2 for 3. She hits in the 9-hole. And Lohman at second base. Martinez at the plate. Just outside. Lohman, the championship run on second base. And Martinez fouls it off.
Janning gonna work in that changeup a little bit, try to get these Viking hitters off balance. She'll work that curveball into Martinez here. She likes to work that on the right-handed hitters. Screwball outside.
A pretty good pitch right there. All of a sudden, that outside corner has disappeared a little bit.
Certainly has.
Thought she had Lohman on an outside pitch called strike, but it was a ball. Lohman at second. Martinez at the plate. Here's Janning. Rolled it. It's through the left side. They're going to hold Lohman at third. And now bases loaded for the top of the order for the Vikings. One out. Third consecutive hit at the bottom of the order for Lily Martinez.
Martinez gets on top of it a little bit, but gets it right into that hole.
So that brings up the lefty, Cameron Mings. She can do so much with the bat. She can slap, she can bunt, she can hit for power. She's got bases loaded, one out. Winning run 60 feet away, and it looked like she was ready to slap right there.
Great job getting ahead there by Janning. That's what you want to do in this situation. You got to trust your stuff. You got to trust your defense. You definitely don't want to walk in that winning run here. It's a great job getting ahead.
Mings, foul. No balls, 2 strikes to Mings. Mings rips it foul. Steely-eyed Brooke Janning.
This is where you really got to be mentally tough as a pitcher. She's in a tough situation right now, only one out, bases loaded. You're in the championship finals, bottom of the 7th. Couldn't be more of a pressure situation, but this is where you really got to be tough mentally.
Mings watches ball 1 away. Not a bad pitch there for Janning. Safe to say the river has dried up.
Yeah, and sometimes as a pitcher, you got to make those adjustments. The umpire kind of changes throughout the game.
Mings hits that high into the air, but out of play. Well, Claire Anderson was hoping that would stay in. She was right there to make a play. 3 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded, state championship on the line. Mings at the plate. Lohman 60 feet away. Brooke Janning in the circle for Blair. It is the payoff pitch for a state championship in Class B. Called strike 3, runner up. Backward in the books, 2 down, bases loaded.
Wow, let's look at this curveball. Wow. He hadn't been calling that. Yeah. He hasn't been calling it, and you know, maybe he thought, hey, we're not going to have a walk that's going to win this game.
So here is Kira Ray, bases loaded. Ray, back through the middle. Ray with the single. That's going to do it. Northwest walks it off for their 2nd consecutive state championship. What an amazing finish as Kira Ray, who had not had a hit tonight, she was 0 for 4 and steps up with the bases loaded, 2 out in the 7th, and rips the single back up the middle to score Lohman for the winning run.
That's what it's all about. It's all about when you get that hit. You know, you can, it doesn't matter, you know, they're in the past. What you did in your previous at-bats, they're in the past. It's all about what you're doing in that moment. That's exactly what she did.
So many ups and downs for both of these teams in that game, and it ends in the bottom of the 7th on a walk-off. 9-8 the final. Game-winning hit by that young lady, Kira Ray, the junior. And Northwest back-to-back state champs. NCAA Division II volleyball is live from Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska, as volleyball in Nebraska gets underway.
What a fun event. What a fun opportunity to highlight so many Nebraska players, and a lot of them from small communities throughout the state coming playing top level Division II.
If you don't know what it is, ready blue, ready blue, and replay to blue. And replay to blue, roll it. We need a little music then. Can we lose the part or what do we do? 5, music. 4, Nebraska 3, stand up. 2, 1.
And hello again, everyone, and welcome in to Memorial Stadium. Volleyball Day in Nebraska is finally here. Kathy, this is remarkable.
It is incredible. It's electric. The energy here, the excitement, and again, highlighting volleyball.
This day here in Nebraska, which celebrates women's athletics and celebrates the most popular sport in the state, and that is volleyball. Match point again for the Wildcats. Quick run in the middle, got it. What a finish. It was our pleasure to kick off Volleyball Day in Nebraska. I'm Larry Putney saying good night from Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. Coverage of the NSAA Softball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Constellation Energy, and Aurora Cooperative. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. Northwest with its 2nd consecutive state championship. They walk it off with the run at the bottom of the 7th. They got one each in the 5th, 6th, and 7th to win it. The final 9-8. What a finish for the Vikings. Time now for medals and trophies, and for that we go to Heath Kramer.
Softball fans, at this time we direct your attention to home plate. This championship and softball games throughout the state all season would not be possible without the hard work of umpires who lend their talents to the sport of softball. The Nebraska High School Officials Association and the Nebraska School Activities Association present an award to umpires who have reached 25 years of service as a high school softball umpire. Presenting the awards will be NSAA Assistant Director Ron Higdon, NHSOA Executive Director Kelly Claussen, and NHSOA Softball Chair Jim Bewley. Receiving the award this evening are Alan Toof from Chadron and Matt Tichtemeier from Omaha. Thank you to Alan and Matt for your service to the NHSOA, the NSAA, and the sport of softball. We applaud you. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nebraska School Activities Association is pleased to present medals and trophies to both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by Interim Executive Director of the NSAA, Jennifer Schwartz, and NSAA Board of Directors, Thomas Lee from Omaha Westview, and Dr. Nick Wemhoff from Fort Calhoun. Here are the awards for the Class B runner-up, Blair High School. Head coach Jennifer Fangmeyer and your assistants, please present the silver medals to the members of your team. Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 5, Audie Keeling. Number 6, Abby Leggett. Number 7, Hannah Houghton. Number 8, Lainey Brown. Number 13, J.C. Schuth. Number 16, Addison Warner. Number 21, Mia McLean. Number 22, Caitlin O'Neill. Number 33, Tatum Macklin. Number 17, Brooke Janning. Number 3, Leah Chance. Number 15, Nessa McMillan. Number 42, Callie Olvin. Number 14, Sophia Rick. Number 18, Bria Scott. Number 4, Jocelyn Palicki. Number 23, Claire Mann. Number 24, Claire Anderson. And number 1, Greta Galbraith. And now, here is the 2023 Class B runner-up trophy. Congratulations, Blair High School. And now, to the champions, the Vikings of Northwest High School. First, head coach Mitch Sad, we have a special award for you. Now, coach, you and your assistants can hand out the gold medals to your championship team members. As your name is called, players, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 5, Maddie Cole. Number 11, Aubrey Oshia. Number 13, Maya Kenny. Number 14, Harper Wissing. Number 16, Lizzie Walton. Number 19, Delana Hermish. Number 20, Callie Sundberg. Number 25, Jalissa Caldwell. Number 27, Emily Spees. Number 33, Alexis Glaze. Number 3, Cameron Mings. Number 9, Kira Ray. Number 4, Reese Zobel. Number 17, Kylie Casperson. Number 8, Jolie O'Hara. Number 1, Becca Dinkelman. Number 18, Libby Lohman. Number 10, Ava Smith. Number 6, Lily Martinez. And number 26, Lakin Dorsey. And now for these outstanding athletes in their school, here is the 2023 Class B NSAA State Softball Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Northwest High School.
Back-to-back state championships for Grand Island Northwest. The Vikings in a walk-off win it for the Class B title. We'll hear from them when we come back here at the Connie Claussen Field in Omaha.
My people in the Buffalo have a shared history together.
They were put on this earth to help us survive.
This is the Buffalo's last chance.
They've survived, we've survived. We both persisted. Tonight at 9 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Nebraska Public Media salutes Nebraska's history.
Standing Bear was the leader of the Ponca tribe of Nebraska who successfully argued in the U.S. District Court in Omaha that Native Americans are persons within the meaning of the law and had the right to a fair and just trial. Standing Bear became the first Native American to be recognized as a person in the 1879 federal court decision. He is best known for his words,
Nombe te hihate ewaki gumbaji. My hand is not the same color as yours. If I pierce it, I shall feel pain. If you pierce your hand, you too will feel pain. The blood that flows will be the same color. I am a man. The same God made us both.
Standing Bear spent his life in constant struggle to gain equality and justice for Native Americans. Standing Bear was inducted into the Nebraska Hall of Fame in 1977.
This Nebraska History Moment was presented by Nebraska Public Media.
I have memories of my real family.
My daughter!
I'm going to look for them. I think I might be from here.
What do you remember? The government was taking Indian kids. You can't just pretend that nothing happened. It was wrong! Can you tell me the truth?
Saturday night at 9 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Coverage of the NSAA Softball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Constellation Energy, and Aurora Cooperative. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support.
Back-to-back state titles for Northwest, and you do it in walk-off fashion. Coach, how proud are you right now?
I tell you what, I don't know if I can be more proud of my girls than I am now. And I tell you what, that's twice in 2 games that we had walk-off fashion.
And how about just the response every single inning from your girls?
I tell you, we could have gave up, but we came back, scored right with them, and I told them before game that that's what's going to happen, that we're going to score with them to win this ball game, and we did everything we needed to.
Coach, being back-to-back state champs, you coming with a new team as well. What meshed together so well?
I tell you what, just that tradition is starting now, and we're just getting year in, year out now of good players and players that want to play and learn, so we're doing all right.
Coach, congrats. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
We'll bring in Reese Zobel. Reese, a home run to tie things up. What was going through your mind?
I really just knew I needed to step up to that plate. And after those 2 change-ups, I just told myself I need to calm down and I'll do what I do best.
Back-to-back champs in walk-off fashion. I know this one was very special. What kind of culture is set here at Northwest?
This year we definitely thought that we were going to have to come in and work harder for this, because last year we knew we had it pretty easy. But the culture is set very high for our school, and knowing that we can do it with whatever players we have is just amazing.
Reese, thanks so much for the time. Congrats. Go enjoy it.
Thank you.
We'll bring in the walk-off hero, Kira Ray. I have to know the emotions for you getting that walk-off.
I was totally scared, but I just needed to know to come in there, and I had a pep talk from my little coach, because I told her, I don't know about this, I'm tired, but I did it, so.
You sure did, and it's just the team's resiliency, too. What can you say about the character of the squad?
We're all just always up. We're never like down or anything. Even though we were down in a game, we all come up, we all are cheering, we're all loud, and it's just amazing, and we're all good with this, so.
Kira, congrats on the one. Go enjoy it. Back-to-back state titles.
Thank you very much, Anna. Let's take a look, and let's start back in the 6th inning, because this is when the big home run in the 6th that gave Blair the lead off of the bat of Leah Chance, when they were fired up, had taken the lead, but then right back in the bottom, this line shot by Zobel, after she said whiffing on 2 changeups, they gave her the, pitch on the outside of the plate, and she went with it. That tied it, and then, of course, we go to the bottom of the 7th with the game tied, bases loaded, and this dribbler back through the middle, and that was the game winner. What a remarkable finish. Let's take a look at the game summary. And boy, so many players had such great games on both sides. I mean, look at McMillan and Scott for Blair. They go 3 for 4. Martinez goes 3 for 4 with 3 singles. 4 for 4 for Reese Zobel. The home run, a double, 2 RBIs. And they win it. 9-8 is the final. Out hitting Blair 15-10. Final thoughts?
Wow, what a game. That was just such a game. I mean, amazing. And really, both squads should be very proud of themselves. They really fought hard on both sides, but Grand Island, they responded. Every single inning, they responded, and they're on top. And so it was just, what a great game.
Fantastic. Hey, you saw it momentarily there, but I want to remind you, coming up next, our final state championship showdown of the day. That is in Class A, as tradition-rich Papillion La Vista takes on a young upstart team in Miller North with a ton of young talent. This is going to be a good one. It's coming up next on Nebraska Public Media.